Hello and namaskar. I'm Normal Weird Boy, and you're listening to the Normally Weird. Hey guys, hope you all are doing well and are fine and safe. Today, let me tell you a story. This story is set in East Pakistan, presently Bangladesh. But this story is not just about Bangladesh, Bangladeshis, or the Bengali people. This story is about all those countries, all those peoples, and all those linguistic groups who had to or are still struggling to save their culture and heritage, to keep the language alive and flourishing. The story begins after the partition of India in 1948. The government of Pakistan declared Urdu to be the sole national language of Pakistan, even though Bengali or Bangla was spoken by the majority of people combining East and West Pakistan. The East Pakistan people protested, since the majority of the population was from East Pakistan and their mother tongue was Bangla. They demanded Bangla to be at least one of the national languages in addition to Urdu. The demand was raised first by Dhirendranath Dutta from East Pakistan on 23 February 1948 in the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. To demolish the protest, the government of Pakistan outlawed public meetings and rallies. The students of the University of Dhaka, with the support of the general public, arranged massive rallies and meetings. On 21st February 1952, police opened fire on rallies. Several students died, with hundreds of others injured. This was a rare incident in history when people sacrificed their lives for their mother tongue. And since then, Bangladeshis celebrate the International Mother Language Day as one of their tragic days. They visit the Shohid Minar, a monument built in the memory of the martyrs, and its replicas to express their deep sorrow, respect, and gratitude to them. And this day of 21st February is celebrated as International Mother Language Day, which happens to be today. Happy International Mother Language Day, guys. International Mother Language Day is a worldwide annual observance held on 21st February to promote awareness of linguistic diversity and cultural diversity and to promote multilingualism. First announced by UNESCO on 17th November 1999, it was formally recognized by the United Nations General Assembly in 2002. In Bangladesh, this day is also known as Ekushe February, or Bhasha Divas. Bhasha Divas is also celebrated in the Indian states of West Bengal, Assam, and Tripura, and among Bengali diaspora worldwide. The Bengali language movement is not just limited to Bangladesh. Outside East Bengal, movement of equal status of Bengali took place in the Indian state of Assam. On 19th May 1961, 11 Bengalis were killed in police firing in Silchar railway station, Assam, while demanding state recognition of Bengali language. Subsequently, Bengali was given co-official status in 3 Bengali majority districts of Assam. The states of West Bengal and Tripura in India too follow and celebrate the day by paying tribute to the unsung heroes, those who sacrificed their lives for the sake of their first language. In West Bengal, the language movement happened in Purulia district during late 1940s to mid-1950s to fight for their mother tongue and to protest the introduction of the Hindi language in West Bengal. But as I mentioned at the beginning, this is not a story of one people and one language. The Afrikaans language movement of South Africa, the language freedom movement for the revival of the Irish language, the Nepal Bhasha movement, a movement for the linguistic rights of Nepal Bhasha speakers in Nepal, the Rajasthani language movement, the Punjabi language movement, the Tamil language movement, all point to the fact the language is more than a means of communication. The language is an emblem to a culture, a mirror to its history. Now let us talk about the reasons of importance of mother tongue. Why should one bother to learn their native language? Firstly, intellectual development. Studies have shown that cognitive development as well as intellectual improvement is relatively faster in those who are fluent in their mother tongue. It has also been noted that if a student is educated in his or her mother tongue, the proportion of his or her educational achievement is greater than someone who is taught in a different medium other than their mother tongue. It develops a personal and cultural identity. Personal identity emerges out of a person's understanding of themselves, their surroundings, and their history. An individual hears their native language first when in the womb, and it subconsciously begins determining their views and emotions. Thus, it develops the foundation of instant connection with family, society, culture, and identity. Its strong foundation makes a strong acceptance of oneself through an understanding of social origin and character in the most basic and natural manner. Next, better connection with culture. Languages are the greatest significant way of keeping our culture alive. Repeatedly, the direct translation of one language to additional might not carry the same essence as it is in the source language. Thus, the best way to thoroughly recognize culture is to know the language. Mother tongue benefits us stay associated with our culture and our roots. Develops a strong foundation for learning additional languages. If one has a strong understanding of their mother tongue, it is easier for him or her to master a new language. When a child reads out in their mother tongue since childhood, he or she would have strong literacy skills in additional languages. Children are capable of learning numerous languages while young. Hence, having a strong basis in their mother language equips them with the skills to learn extra languages. Children achieve this by transferring the different structures of language to other languages. The grammar that advances when a child learns their native language is easily transferable, whereby a child can easily guess the meaning or read between the meanings of words in different languages. Now, the commercial benefits. It helps to develop and understand communication skills. In childhood, when children spend their time with parents, they improve communication skills, skills that become paramount in school locations for them to participate in class. Also, when parents tell stories and deliberate matters with their children, it grows their terminology and concepts. As businesses go the native way, the significance of mother tongues has exponentially increased. Thus, in such a scenario, having a firm understanding of your mother tongue, where you know how to read and write, is enormously helpful if you are concerned about becoming an entrepreneur. It also creates job opportunities. Increased immigration and population advance of international students who speak additional languages other than English characterizes the society. Thus, to facilitate effective communication and understanding of each other, different sectors of the economy such as schools, health, and businesses necessitates the need for an understanding of different languages. Consequently, the necessity for persons competent in different languages arises in the job market. Understanding and fluency in several native dialects hence gives the individual an upper hand in becoming language specialist, thus gainfully employed. Mother tongue elicits the growth of strong family bonds. In numerous households, mostly those of immigrants, some family members such as grandparents and parents do not understand English universally. Thus, when a child grows up with particular emphasis on speaking in a language other than their mother tongue, this results in linguistic gap with some family members, a consequence of an emotional disconnect with other family members. Other than all these, let us talk about the pride. Knowing your mother tongue well is a matter of pride. It boosts one's confidence and creates awareness in individuals' mind, while also helping them connect with their cultural identity in a better manner. And so, dear friends, whatever language you may speak, never lose sight of your native heritage. Your language is part of your identity. So yeah, happy International Mother Language Day again. আপনাদেরকে আন্তর্জাতিক মাতৃভাষা দিবসের শুভেচ্ছা. And before I end the episode, I want to thank those of you who participated in the Mother Language Day celebrations with me by filling that Google form. Thank you. It really means a lot. I'll be posting your responses on my blog, bongboyblog.tumblr.com, so you guys can read them there. That is all for today. Stay safe and keep smiling. I would love to receive your comments and reviews on this episode. You can contact me on Instagram at Bangla Haiku, haiku as in the Japanese poems. You can also check out my Bengali language blog at bongboyblog.tumblr.com and my personal blog at normalreaderboy.tumblr.com. And oh, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube